In just a second. And we are officially recording. Yay! Hi, guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the mysteries of asking. I am so grateful for each one of you to be here. Thank you so much for showing up for something completely different. I have a few of my friends here. So that's awesome. Thank you, guys. You know who you are, or you don't. You all are my friends. So you know what? um, the mysteries of asking. I was actually on one of a create meetings with my wonderful two beautiful ladies, Marusa and Ula, and we were talking about what to create, and we were discussing about the new spaces of asking, and um, one question, another question, and we came up with this energy, which is so different. Namrata says, Isha, I was receiving this space of mystery too some time back. Yeah, yeah. It's also almost like, the past doesn't exist anymore. The past doesn't exist the way it used to. And for all of you who have been feeling like you can't feel connected to the past anymore, you don't feel like you recognize yourself for that matter, please don't freak out, because you're just more aware than you have ever acknowledged yourself to be, because the past is not the same anymore. The past just does not exist. So you're actually way more present and way more aware in your life than you have ever been willing to acknowledge. Um, so, what beyond this reality acknowledgement can you now be with yourself that would allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, and recognize and tap into the mysteries of the new spaces that are available for you as of today, today onwards, and everything that doesn't allow that? Can you just create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay. So, I'm just putting you guys in the Thank you. Okay. So, ask and receive is one of the laws of the universe. For the longest time, we'll end up complaining, we'll end up blaming, we'll end up shaming. And guilt is another huge topic we go into. Guilting yourself. A lot of times, if you, the humanoid, allow yourself to be as big as you actually are, and as big as you are, and ask for something that actually matches the big and the vast being of the infiniteness that you are, a lot of times you go into guilting yourself over it. And that is not a fun place to be in. So everything that doesn't allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive the brilliance of your being and the brilliance of your ask, that can have you can have the reality that you would like to show up without guilt, shame, regret, blame, obsessive, compulsive, perverted points of views. Can you now destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And guys, put yourselves on video, please. I would love to see your beautiful faces. Thank you. Resh just put her video on so I could see her smile. Dr. Kapil, Parul. Hi, guys. It's good to see your faces. There you go. Sudha. Hi. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
So what do you mean by we go into the guilt because of the vastness of our being?
So, is it considered appropriate and real to be the big infiniteness according to this reality?
No, not at all.
Yeah, this reality is actually designed to limit your ask and limit your receiving and limit your reality from the big that you are to that small. Because that what this reality was designed to control you. One of the things this reality this reality likes to do is to control you.
Hmm.
And guilt is a form of control. So if you ever allow yourself to ask for something that's actually so big that matches the infiniteness of your being, um, it's not going to be ever validated by this reality, ever. And especially by those elements slash people who believe in holding on to this reality, they will make you wrong for it. So if you ever buy into that reality as your reality, you go into distractor implants, and guilt being one of them, which you keep perpetrating over and over again. And also, it's not considered appropriate and okay for you to have way more than what other people are willing to have. I mean, come on, people believe in pain, glory, and suffering. How dare you go and choose ease, joy, and glory? You know, where did you get the balls from?
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
True.
So, so
And it's so easy to go into that space where, oh, I'm not being enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not, all of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of that, and everywhere you guilt yourself into receiving what you asked for, as though it's bad, awful, terrible, mean, and vicious because you asked for it. Can you now revoke, reclaim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Yeah. Great question.
Can you repeat this clearing, Isha?
Yes. Um, hmm. Everywhere you go into the big and the vast you, and now every time you receive your ask, which is so big and so vast, but that can never be validated by this reality, so you go into the distractor implant of guilt. Can you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. Awesome, Jalpa, thank you so much. I was not sure if this was contributing, but I'm glad it is. Cool. Awesome. um and another thing is that people don't realize how essential it is to ask, especially right now. Guys, it's time for the humanoids of the world to step into the power that they be and actually ask beyond guilt, beyond regret, beyond shame for what they would like to have as their reality. Because if you are not going to ask, you are not going to make it available for anyone else to have in the universe. And you're here, you know something different, otherwise you would not be here. So everything you have never been willing to ask up until now because you're so afraid of being made wrong, can you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond.
Hi, Isha.
Hi,
Can I ask a question?
please do.
So I think in this reality, if we ask too much, we are judged as being greedy
Yeah.
and never wanting to, never having enough, and like too much to ask, too much, too
Too
much, too
much.
much.
Does that
So
matter? Yeah.
maybe it stops people from asking.
Yeah. You know, so everywhere you're not willing to be too much, that is actually more like you and your energy and your reality. Too much to have, for this reality. Are you all truly willing to be too much for this reality? Because if you're not, then what is required of you is to start shredding yourself piece by piece by piece and slicing yourself off just so you can fit into the appropriate box of what this reality considers um, acceptable. So everywhere you refuse to be too much, which actually pretty much matches the space of you Can you now revoke, reclaim, renounce, and now destroy and uncreate every time you decide you have to start slicing yourself off just to fit into the appropriate dimensions of what this reality has decided you should be? Everything that is right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and peons. Did that answer your question, Ira?
Yes, and also the judgment of being greedy if you keep
All
asking.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yes, the judgment of being greedy. Uh, there's a little different. There's a little bit of a difference between that and actually the energy of asking. If you all are actually willing to ask from a space of truly asking from beyond this reality, every element and every energy that the universe gifts to you will include such intense gratitude along with it, such intense communion with it, that greed is not going to stand a chance in front of it. Greed has an energy of need, you know, the need for more, the need for more, energetic suckers, where you suck because you become so needy. But when you're truly asking from a space of, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that, universe, I will have that, I will have more magic. Thank you so much. I will now go beyond my financial stratification of my family. Thank you very much. Now I will go beyond that. Now I will have that. Now I will have that. Thank you so much, universe. This is so much fun. What else can we create? And the universe will move cogs so it can support you in having everything that you've asked for, because the universe is asking for beings who are willing to receive to show up. Because one of the things that the universe loves is to contribute. Contribution is a reality for the universe. What is contribution? It's a simultaneous gifting and receiving. And it's so where greed fits in is the energy of taking. The universe does not have give and take in its world. The universe has an energy of gifting and receiving. Taking exists where you allow your reality to be dominated by conclusions. But in a universe of ask, there is only contribution. So and you are a gift to the universe every time you ask for something, because there are very few beings on this planet who are actually willing to have the courage to ask for the life they would like to live. Because everyone is too busy settling for the lies that have been told and sold to them so well in this reality. You are going to be the first few people who says, I'm not going to settle. I am actually going to ask for a greater world, for a greater reality, for something I know is available and possible, that I am willing to choose, and everyone else who would like to have it with me. And that is a gift to the universe. It's not greed. Because when you function from truly a question and an ask, there's a simultaneous gifting and receiving, and immense gratitude with the receiving and gifting that goes on. That is and creates and generates a greater world for every being you come in contact with. So asking is actually one of the true kindnesses that humanoids receive more intensely than probably anything else. So asking is not an unkindness. Asking is true generosity of spirit. Because if you're willing to ask and have that, whatever that is that's considered so wrong, according to this reality, you will make it available for everyone who is silently wanting to ask for whatever that is, that you had the courage to ask for, while everyone else is just sitting back and waiting. So it's actually true generosity of spirit as well, because you make it available for everyone else who would like to have it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys and beyonds. Great question. Great question. Okay, there's some questions in the chat. Could you please tell us the methodology and the tool to ask? I asked the question, what is the thing that stops us to take next step? I know it will change the reality, still not able to take the next step. Okay, let me address the first one. Could you please tell us a method basically of asking and the tool? Just ask. There is no method I can give you, my love, to ask a question. There is no visualization. There is no spiritual pathway I can give you to asking a question. When you go to a restaurant, how do you order food? You go through the menu, you know, I would like this, I would like this, and I would like this. Thank you very much. And then it comes on the table. You don't enjoy it very much. I'd like some more salt, please. Thank you so much. And you add some salt to it. Oh, I think I like a side of fries to go with that. Could I have some French fries, please? Oh, I like a glass of wine. Can I have a glass of wine, please? Actually, the wine doesn't taste so good. I'll go for a Coke. And it just keeps going on like that. It just keeps going on. And when you ask with such joy, the people in the restaurant are going to be thrilled to have you there. So where have you decided you're not being a joy for the universe to be asked from and asked by? Where are you refusing the universe to receive the joy of you with your asking capacity? Everything that doesn't allow that, can you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys and beyond. And you know, we will go through all of this, and we will hold on, I'm just admitting someone in. Okay, we will go through all of this in the call. The mysteries of asking. We're gonna tap into all those areas that have been so untapped for the longest time, especially because right now it's seeming more of a mystery to a lot of people, because the spaces that are opening up for all of us right now are so different. A lot of people's bodies are changing, a lot of people's relationships are changing, a lot of people's points of views are shifting, which is why it's considered such a mystery. What is going on? What is really going on? My interesting point of view is this is the best time to start asking for what you would actually like, and actually start getting present with having clarity with what you would like. Because if you're going to be asking from a space of what your life looked like 3 months back, it's not going to, you know, things may not show up because the space of that doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist, you know. So it's like if your daughter has turned 16, and if you're going to be talking to a 13-year-old daughter, that's in the past. It was so beautiful when it's there, but right now she's 16. So it's like, where are you still talking to yourself as though you're 13 years old, whereas you're not anymore? Are you really being present with who you be today? Are you really present with your space as of today and what you would like to create it as in the future? The future has never been so malleable. Your present has never been so malleable. And the mysteries and the magic of the universe are here to support you in ways they have been asking to be able to support you that we have never allowed them to before. And now, thank you for the echo. Yes, if I was not persistent enough in letting you know about the now, Yulita's Zoom helped me do that. But now, what is available with Ask and Receive and truly creating a life with tapping into the magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities of the universe, you can actually have a world and bring to reality and have a reality of true miracles and magic. And that's what we're going to do. Every day we will come together for 15 to 20 minutes. Be present with your space as of that day and just take 15 minutes to ask. I remember I had just gotten into Access and I was just learning to ask questions. And I had a little diary and I didn't write. It's not like I wrote every day or anything like that, but I just wrote 5 things I would like to have as my reality, as my life. You know, I didn't, and they were really big for me. These things were really big for me. So it's not like I underestimated them. I was like, oof, you know, I would really like to create this. Oh, okay. I wrote those 5 things and I shut the diary and I put it away. One of them, which was being an Access Consciousness certified facilitator. And it was just before it was just before I was leaving for my first certified facilitator training that that diary fell out of my cabinet. And I opened it and I looked at my 5 asks and they were all the life I was living. I had started living all of it and it was my reality, which back then seemed so far beyond my reach. And that is what I'm inviting each one of you to hear today. What have you decided is so beyond your reach, guys? That has you limiting yourself as the being that you be, that has you limiting your life, thinking that you cannot create something or thinking that you can't have a life that is so big, which by the way is disempowerment. It's a great way of disempowering yourself. So everywhere you have disempowered yourself into believing that you cannot have everything you would truly desire, can you please destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online, shots, boys and beyonds. Thank you. And you know, the elementals, which are the elements of magic in nature, are more at play today. They're more available for you today because we are willing to have access to that way more than we were before. So another thing we will be doing in the class is tapping into all the elements of magic, all the elements of nature, all the elements of mysteries, to ask and show us as well.
So
Yes, just one second. Yeah. She's rapping. She's rapping for us. So we will also be tapping into the mysteries, magic, miracles to ask them to show us what more is available only if we were willing to have it. Are you willing to actually see and be present with so much more than what you think you have to settle for in life, guys? You don't have to settle for anything. The life I'm living today is not something I thought I would be living. And do I stop? This is also to address Ira's question. No, because the second I stop, my life starts to contract. It is not greed, you guys. Your willingness to keep going, your willingness to keep asking is your willingness to be a gift to every molecule, every person, and every energy in the world who is wanting and asking for more but just doesn't know how to be there. So everywhere you have underestimated your willingness to ask that can contribute to every other being in the world. Can you please destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys and beyonds. Kanika, you were saying?
Yeah,
Asking?
so yeah,
Yeah.
Isha.
Huh?
So when we write our asks,
Yes.
uh, like you said, it could be as bizarre, it could be as beyond this reality asks, right?
Yes.
So those are things that's undefinable, right? Those asks are totally undefinable.
Yes.
So what happens
Well,
is,
well, okay. It's gonna be your ask diary. It's going to be your time to take with your reality, your diary, your asks. So you can make it as undefined as you would like to. You can narrow down if you'd like to, and that's where I come in, is to give you facilitation. That's it. But the asks are going to be yours. It's like, um, what if you allowed yourself to be as undefined as required, or as clear with your asks as required, but it's totally your call.
yeah. So what happens is, so when we are writing at times,
Yeah.
or when we are maintaining, we are creating that diary on
Yeah.
this 30-day basis.
Yes.
So what happens is, a lot of times we at least I tend to be non-congruent to my ask,
Okay.
because it could be beyond this reality which I don't even know it'll exist, or it'll show. I really don't know what space I'm writing from.
Yeah.
So at times I do tend to go into non-congruent with my ask, but yet
that
I'm writing and I'm
that
asking it for it to show up
yeah.
whenever. So can you speak on the energy of being non-congruent with your ask and still asking for those energies to show up?
It's like your willingness to ask for something is your willingness to take a step towards it. So if it's in your reality, I'm not going to say you're something totally not congruent with it, because if you were not at all congruent with it, you would have never asked for it. But it is your first step towards it. So, it would be totally denying something if I say there's something known as not being congruent with your ask, because yes, you may not be 100% close to what is required, but it is a first step towards it. So your willingness to ask for that is your willingness to take a step towards whatever it will take to create that as your reality. And we will speak about congruent asks, not congruent asks, how to reach there, how to get there. But really, literally, asking is just a request of the universe. And this is what I really want to invite you all to with this series, especially. This is, I think, my third series with Ask. And thank you all for being a part of it so much. But the thing, this is what this for this class, what I really would like to invite you all to is to recognizing that asking and receiving is not a difficult universe. It does not require hard work. It does not require difficult action, difficult tasks. What if it's, and especially right now, guys, what you have to get is actualization is instant right now. This instant. You ask, you blink, and things are showing up. So whatever you're thinking you're not congruent with, you may actually be way more congruent with it if you allow yourself to find out and be surprised by it. So that's the mysteries and the spaces I'm going to be taking you to in this call, which is why it has a little bit of the mystery of ask to it, because the mysteries and the magic of the universe is, I am inviting into this call, or the call has invited us, however you want to look at it. Um, or you have asked us off. But that's the thing of engaging with the mysteries and the magic. You don't have to think of going to, am I energetically congruent with it? You don't have to think of going to how much hard work is required. You do not have to go to think to, oh my God, what if it's faster and way easier and way faster this time? And not only this time, but here on. So let me start with everything you have decided is so fixed in stone as your reality, which can never change. Can you now destroy and uncreate that? Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. There is way more malleability available if you're willing to have it. Uni, are there any questions your end?
Yes. So there's one question about how to fasten your ask. How to speed up your ask, like the manifestation. How does it get faster?
So we will be talking about this in the call, but also, you know, one thing to acknowledge right now is your asks are being manifested way faster than they were before. Way faster, because the miraculousness, the miracles, the magic in the universe is available for you so much right now. Your asks are being manifested instantly. The question is, are you asking?
Okay.
No, because
I'll do the translation.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. And I'll keep talking too, because there's more to that. Oh, Fena has a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you said about asking, like some people have a hoping, you know.
Hope? Like hopes and dreams?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So can you maybe explain more about that for the difference?
Yes. So hopes and dreams are something that go into a little bit of a utopian ideal of I wish I could have this. But I also want to acknowledge one thing about that is that you know something about that area, otherwise you wouldn't be asking for it. You know, so I don't want to completely disregard that. But yes, what if instead of hoping hard enough and dreaming hard enough for it, hoping that it would actualize, you could turn, and here's the thing, in hope, there's no ask. Hoping and asking don't go together. People think that if you're hoping for something, you're asking for it. It's not the same. Hoping is another form of a conclusion. But here's the thing, you guys. If it's in your reality, if it's showing up as your reality, if you're desiring it, which is what is taking you a little bit towards hope, you don't have to give it up. Just turn your direction to asking from hoping. You know, and that it can show up as your reality. But we've been taught, this reality teaches us if you hope hard enough, if you pray hard enough, if you dream hard enough, you will be given. But those are all different forms of conclusions. You just have to be willing to ask.
And how about if people have the target in the business? I mean, like they have a business, they have a target, and they're hoping they get a target and asking how to get the target, something like that.
Okay, so if they're asking, then they will be shown. You know, they will be shown, because targets are actually a great way of creating your reality. You know, how is your reality created? By the choices you make. You know, whatever you choose creates your reality. And targets are actually are an amazing way to creating your reality. You know, depending on what you would like to have as your life. So targets are awesome. But hoping and dreaming is another form of conclusion, which takes you away from your target. It takes you away from what is reality, and it takes you away from asking. So hoping and dreaming is not the greatest ways to actualize your ask. Yes. And thank you so much for bringing the energy of hopes and dreams in here, because that was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool. Did that answer, Uni? Did that answer their question?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. So please consider yourselves warmly invited into a space that we've probably never explored before, because that's a lot. And like what Gary and Dane have said for the longest time, it's not what you choose, it's the spaces you choose it from. So two different people could be choosing the same thing, but their space of choosing it is completely different. So for one, it'll create, and for the other, it can completely destroy. So we will be asking from the space of mysteries and magic and possibilities. That's what my ask for this call is. Tapping into the mysteries of the universe, the miraculousness and the possibilities available way more than we ever have. And please join me. It's going to be just 15 to 20 minutes every day where we are present with each day and what each day presents to us and what we would actually like our future to look like. You know, what if you were actually willing to have a future of true possibilities, true expansion? You know, I don't, for a lot of people, possibilities sounds really airy fairy. I am not taking you into a space of airy fairy. I'm taking you into a space of what will bring you more happiness, more adoration, if that's what something you would like, more admiration, way more acknowledgement of yourself. And let's ask, guys, let's ask without guilt, without shame, without any regret, for a life that is so much beyond anything that has been considered appropriate. You know, problems are considered appropriate according to this reality, but are you willing to be someone who actually creates a reality that is just so filled with possibilities? And you can have that. So come play. This is my warm invitation to you. We start on the 20th of this month, from 5 p.m. IST to 5:20, 5:15 p.m. IST, you know, depending on however long the call goes. And it's there is global pricing. 65% countries is $50. Sam, are you on? I don't know if Sam is on because she has the global pricing. Marusa, do you have the global pricing for the Ask Call? Okay, give me a second. I will get it for you. Hold on. I'm getting it, I promise.
Hi, Isha. I have the form here if you want me to read it
Oh,
for you.
you're just wonderful. Yes, please. That would be great.
So,
I found it. I found it. I
oh,
found
okay, cool.
it. Thank you so much. You pulled it into my world. Okay. 65% is 50 USD. 80% countries is 62 USD and 100% countries is 77 USD for the 1 month. So please consider, and for India, you guys, is 3,500 rupees, which is 50 USD, because we are 65% country, and I think Indonesia is the same, 65%. So you're warmly invited, guys. Let's be bold enough to be happy. You know, happy does not depend on the amount of money you have or the amount of love or relationships or the body or the house you live in or the cars that you own. Your happy does not depend on that. Are you willing to be so happy? Because possibilities follow joy, money follows joy. That's where your possibilities lie, guys, in your space of joy. So join me. If you need more information, you know where to find me. And we will be thrilled to have you on. Even though, as you can see, it's really hard for me to say bye to you because I'm really enjoying being with you here. But is there anything you guys want to ask before we hop off? Maybe a question here or there? Uni's trying to put herself on mute. I can see that.
Isha,
Yes.
Do we have energy pools in this?
Yes, yes, we have energy pools in this included. Correct. We have energy pools in this. Totally.
Wow,
Yes.
that's fun.
Yes, asking and pulling.
Yes.
Yes.
Isha,
Totally.
Isha, can you send the link, please?
Absolutely. Can you hold on. Hold on.
Isha, I had a question.
Yes.
So in these classes that you're going to be doing, we make a list of our asks, and then what happens? Every day we make a list of our asks.
We will be, well, I don't want to say list of your ask because that makes it sound really cognitive. It's not a list of your ask. It's more like just asking for what you would like and actually getting to recognize that is all that it takes to have what you would like to have in your world. And along with asking, we will be doing energy pulls, asking, like pulling that into your world as well. Yeah. It's a whole different space of recognizing that all it takes is for you to ask. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small, ever. Nothing is unchangeable. Anything, the only thing that gets you into trouble is what you cannot look at and what you have decided you cannot ask for. So,
Isha, how is it different from the energy pulls that you have done? I've attended 2 and 3 of your energy pulls.
oh, it's very different from the energy pulse series. It's very different because this is more around it's going to be very different. Yeah, it's because the energy pulls we were pulling every day, which is awesome. This is where we are asking every day. It's a whole different space, and this is more with the spaces of tapping into the magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities in the universe, and in consciousness with what is available, and asking for them to contribute to our asks. Yeah. Cool. And it's also a great muscle to develop to actually start functioning from a question rather than conclusion in your life. You'll get a hang of asking for everything you've decided you cannot ask for. It's exercising your muscle of questions. So that is that. Bindu auntie, are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes, Sandra.
Can you confirm your number with me once?
99206.
Just hold on, I am checking. Okay, you're giving me your number on like in the middle of something.
Okay, I'll message you.
Okay, I'm happy to take it if you're fine with everyone knowing your number. It doesn't matter.
Let them know, yeah.
Okay, tell me.
99206.
Yeah.
03370.
992. I have your number. I found it. Yeah, cool. Awesome.
I was with you in the energy pulls and all.
I know. Yes. Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
And your ask and pulls are really wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. You guys create them to be what they be. So thank you so much. Okay.
Thanks, Isha. Lovely call.
Thank you. And let me know if you'd like to join in. I can send you the details. Okay.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, guys. I adore you.
Cool. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for translating. Cool. Thanks, guys. Adore you all. See you soon sometime. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.